Alright, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming, and in this video I hope to go over and find all of the errors that I have in my 3 files, and I'm hoping that afterwards it's going to work. So let's see. I did flag a few things that I've found. Start with this. What the? Let's see. Card. You can see I've got card input card there. But I think in here I called an input card. So I actually wanted to have 2 classes there. I wanted card and I wanted input card. All right. The piece worker field set area. There's the hourly. Here's the piece worker. Spelled that wrong. Piece work here. That's not going to change anything, you know. For the error message, I think I just want to name them both error message. Normally you don't do that, but all right. In the error paragraph, this says area OIVE, and it should say live. I believe that's what it says. Yeah. All right, modal. That should be modal, not model. All right. And there was one more I found. Let's see. Change this one as well. Where was that? See how that says model? It should say modal. And so should this. And so should this. All right, according to this, there's no results, so I have nothing where I used model anymore. So that should fix. Hopefully it'll fix all the errors we had in index.html. So next, let's jump into the CSS. Somewhere in here, instead of input, I put inut. That was the first one I found. somewhere in here. Maybe that was back here, I don't know. Yeah, what I've got here, this should be type fields, like that. Oops. There we go. Again, I'm trying to map up my HTML with my CSS. Okay. That is an ID, and there's no dot in front of it. That should have one too. Okay, there's no model in there. That should be modal. Subtitle like that. Okay, this was defined as being an ID, but I think in here I made it a class. Nope. I don't think that's going to matter. I think I did that with the results list too. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is anywhere I give the same name for the class and the ID, I don't think I use that, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's go. F class equals. So that app header notice it has a dot. But we said class, so I'm going to change that to ID. The main content is also an ID. Card input card. Card title. Card, and those both are. So is card title. So it looks like very little to none of these are being applied because I set them up as classes and then I defined them as being IDs. Form group. That's an ID as well. type fields and hidden. Those are both IDs. Actually, we're using this all over the place, and so that should be in a class. When you're using something multiple times, I'm going to change these all back to class. It looks good. And I'm just spacing out here, and I don't know why, but I think it's a pound sign. You use a period for a class, and you use a pound sign for an ID. Well, that's screwing a lot of stuff up. All right. So I better go back and fix this now, because this is host. Let me pause. You don't have to watch me do this. All right, I've gone through, and the biggest problem that I seem to have had is I forgot. No excuse, just forgot. When you look here, you use a period for classes and a pound sign for IDs, and I'd reverse those. So putting them back, looking a little bit more like it should. All right, it still isn't there, and I still have some errors in my JavaScript that I found, so I'm going to work on those. So I'm going to take this and stop it, and I'm going to minimize that and go back to my JavaScript. This should be salaried fields. This total modal, we called it totals modo, so I'm going to have to change all those. Okay. Well, we've got this here. This was technically never declared, and you should, so I'm going to say const here. Okay. Must be between. So let's see. Range input. That should be $min and $max, so I can get the actual values. Okay, and this on-employee type change. Here we did type, but up here we called it emp type. So it was never actually doing the switch. There, piece worker. So that's wrong. This should be salaried input. Dot focus. I think those are all correct. That's now correct. Oh, the reason this stopped working, I believe, needs backticks. So a backtick here and a backtick here. That got rid of the errors. I'm going to find the append result. Okay. This is wrong. Well, let's see. Let's just see with what I've done so far. Didn't really look any different. All right. sure. Flagged an error here. I'm trying to see what it is. I think this format to currency that's in here that I was just looking at here. Okay. You don't have a $sign in there. It's really weird the way you've got to set this thing up. Okay. I'm going to play with it a little bit, so I'm going to stop here for a second. I guess I'm going to have one more video that I thought I would on here, because there's a few errors I still have to fix and I have to run them down. So I'll be back in a little bit.